Updates, 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 yeah, updates, updates. What? Updates, 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 updates. Tabitha. Good morning. How you feeling? Welcome, 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 Tabitha. What it do, chat? The poets. Avoiding excuses. Doers versus dreamers. Where do you live, Tabitha? I don't know you like that just to be telling you where I live and all that. You gotta, introduce yourself. Get to know me in the community before you ask such personal questions, Tabitha. Where you from? Rep your country, rep your city, rep your hood, rep your state. Yeah, throw some flags in the chat, Tabitha. And make sure when you come next time, you say good morning, chat. Good morning, host. Yeah, that's the proper way of doing things, Tabitha. I don't know who raised you, but they didn't raise you correctly. But you're never too old to learn. That's the beautiful thing about life. You're never too old to learn. Yeah. Victoria, what up though, Victoria? How you feeling? How you feeling, Victoria? Man, looking at Mo Mize. What up though, Mo Mize? How you feeling? What's up, my bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? Are y'all on TikTok? Come follow me on TikTok. Oh man, I'm good, man. I don't have no complaints. You know they say if you complain, nobody gonna listen anyway. Are y'all on Kick? Come follow me on Kick too. Yeah, you know they say shit, ain't no need of complaining. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear no crybabies. Yeah, don't nobody want to hear nobody crying. Yeah, now's the time not to be crying. Now's the time to muscle up, man up, woman up. Yup. Now is the time to be a doer. Now's not the time to be dreaming. Now is not the time to be making excuses. Just doing some updates, y'all. Doing some updates. I'm gonna have to do this phone next. I'm gonna wait after this live. Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all coming on in. Subscribe. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Subscribe. Subscribe. The topic of today is avoiding excuses, doers versus dreamers. Are you a doer or are you a dreamer, Momass? Do you do things to get things done or do you just dream about them? Do you make excuses or do you avoid excuses? Well, hard times, that's an excuse, Momass. Andre King, big salute, Andre. Yeah, that's an excuse, Momass. We avoid excuses. Stop using hard times as an excuse. Yeah, you can't use that as an excuse no more. Hard times. It's hard times for everybody. I do. Andre King, big salute, Andre. How you feeling this morning, bro? Time to go get that bag. Yeah, time to go get that bag. I do, and then I dream about how it could have been. Dang, Mo Mass, that sound backwards. Usually people say they dream and then they do it. Yeah, it sound like you backwards, Mo Mass. So hard times may not be your problem. It may be that you doing things the wrong way. Cause you do, and then you dream about how it could have been. Yeah, that's backwards, Mo Mass. You need to change that around. Usually dreamers dream, and then they do. How how you feel about earning BAF money? What you mean? What you mean, Mo Mass? I'm not understanding what you saying. How do I feel about earning bad money? What you mean? I don't understand. I don't understand that question. Yeah, I don't understand. So what you meant to ask me, how do I feel about selling drugs? How did I feel about selling drugs back in my day? It's nothing I'm proud of. I'm just glad that God gave me the means to change my ways. God using me to motivate you to do better. Yeah. So, you know, God is going to use the ones of us that come from darkness to the light to get the hardest of his work done. Yep. And then, you know, the drug game now is not the same as it was 5 years ago. Even though drugs were already poison, after COVID, people were dropping dead. Yep. I almost lost my life, Mo Mass. Yeah, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Yeah, sometimes it takes a life-changing experience for you to change, Mo Mass. I mean, coming from where I'm coming from, you know, I'm from America. So life in America is a lot different than the rest of the world. Yep. Dancing with the devil, Mo Mass. Dancing with the devil. You know, anytime you dancing with the devil, your life is on the line, Mo Mass. Yep, your life is on the line. So be careful of wanting to dance with the devil. Because all it takes is one step, and you step on the devil's toes, and that could cost you your life or somebody in your family's life. Yep. Yep. Big salute to everybody tuning in and tapping in. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, salute to the chat. Salute everybody tuning in, tapping in. So, Mo Max, where you from? Let me try to get to know you. You don't got no profile pic. So where you from? What do you do? What type of creative productivity are you into? Oh, I interact with a lot of people on here, Mo Mass. So please, and you don't have a profile pic. So you put yourself at the bottom of the memory category. Yeah. Yeah, so you spoke to me yesterday. So that was yesterday. Like I say, you don't have any memorabilia. Just because you come here and talk, I interact, engage with a lot of people. You know, it'll be easier for me to remember you if you had a profile pic. Yeah. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm not gonna waste time memorizing people with no profile pic. Why? Why? You're not giving me nothing to memorize you by. You could put something up there. Anything. Put a flag of your mother country. Yeah, you are a social media guy. You're in my chat talking. Nah, you don't just watch. See, Momass, you don't have to lie to kick it. See what you saying right now? I'm not buying it. Yeah. You're not a social media person, but you're in my chat. Blah, 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 blah. You just watch on, you don't just watch on the low because you're in my chat. Blah, 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 blah. Momass. Come on, Momass. I'm not that type, Momass. You can't just tell me anything. You know, that's the easiest way to get ran away from here, Momass. Are you here just to build up points? Is that why you're here? So you can hype up somebody else's channel? So you woke up and jumped on social media, but you want me to believe you're not a social media guy. But you woke up out your sleep to jump on social media and type in somebody's chat. Come on, Momaz, you're a liar. Why you want to lie to me? I wouldn't lie to you. Why you want to lie to me, Momaz? I wouldn't lie to you. Shit. On my back. My neck and my back. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. I do appreciate your interaction and engagement, Momaz, but you gotta realize I'm different from what you used to. if you haven't noticed that yet. But I do appreciate your interaction and engagement. But I'm the type of person, I see through bullshit. You can't feed me bullshit. I don't want it. I have no taste for it. I have no desire for it. So you can't bullshit me, Momass. Best thing for anybody to do when they come here and want to talk to me, be you, be yourself, be real. Because I see through fake. I see through bullshit. That's why a lot of people, you know, be skeptical or nervous about talking to me. Yeah, people got to make sure they, you know, got it together when they come here. Ah, you thought you was hiding, huh, Momass? Thought you was hiding because you ain't have no profile pic. You know, you could tell a lot about a person by the words they type. That's a talent that God blessed me with. But nah, Momass, you feeling like I know you. I'm not talking like I know you. That's how I got you feeling over there, way in the Netherlands. Huh, Momass? See, I'm a different, special type of individual. But the more you stick around, Momass, the more you'll learn. Nah, this is not the Momass Live. Momass, you gotta wait till I do a StreamYard. And then we'll see if you pull up or not. Then we'll see. You know, no rush. No rush. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, avoid excuses. Be a doer of your dreams. Be a doer. It's all right to dream, but don't just be a dreamer. Once you have a dream, do it. Once you have a thought or a vision, do it. Especially if it'll benefit you or others. Yep. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Yep. Big respect, Momass. Big respect, Momass. Big respect to everybody that's tuning in, tapping in. Y'all feel free to come interact, engage with me. You know, I'm just giving some motivational words this morning. Dreamers versus doers. Or dream first and then do. Be a doer. Don't just be a dreamer. Be both. Yeah, be both. Yeah, be both, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How can a dreamer do things? How can a dreamer do things? Would somebody like to answer that question for Mo Mass? Well, once you dream, let me give you an example, Mo Mass. I had a vision. God gave me a vision because I prayed to God. I wanted to be his power tool, right? Mo Mass. Make sure you pay attention, Mo Mass. Because you're not the only one that don't know how to do. So that's a good question. I had a dream and a vision, and I asked God, could I be his power tool? So God blessed me. G.P.T, God's power tool. So what I did was, the blessings that God blessed me with, well, you must have faith, for one. If you don't have faith, you might not be able to do. Yeah, in my opinion, that may not be for everybody. In my opinion, you must have strong faith, for one. But if you have a dream and you see something and you bring it to reality, that's success already. You ever heard of a phrase in your religious text that said, all God gotta say is be, and it is? Yep. Dreamer can't do anything. That's why he dreams. He needs to be centered in reality to manifest. Nah, not necessarily. All you gotta do is have faith. Nah, I didn't know nothing about the jewelry game, jewelry industry. I just knew that gold and silver was valuable. So you're wrong, Lee. Stop giving people the wrong information, because I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. Talking to you, creating products, doing tours without faith. Lee, you giving people the wrong information. Don't go off what you believe. This is the facts over feelings channel. We're not going off the way you feel, Lee. We want to go off facts. And what you're stating right now is not facts. Nah, I'm doing what I'm doing because my faith and my spirit is strong. And I got the will to do. See, all three of them go together. Yeah. So you can't tell me that what I'm doing is not because of faith, you not walking in my shoes. Oh, I see we got an intelligent dummy in here today. All right, Lee. Make it make sense, real Armstrongs. Don't come here talking in riddles. Yeah, I don't want to hear what you believe, Lee. I want to hear facts over your feelings, Lee. Now, because the devil will give you success too. But the devil requires a heavy payment. So a lot of those people that get success without faith, that's because they took the easy route and took the devil's deal instead of God's deal. Yep, more mass. Bredos, what up though, Bredos? Big salute, Bredos. Lee, you not listening. I don't want to hear what you believe. We're not here. This is not the Lee's Belief channel. Yeah, this ain't that. This ain't that. Give me facts. Yeah, give me facts, Lee. What up, local rat? All good. How you feeling? Yup. I'm not here giving people what I believe. I'm here giving people facts. See, if you go back and research my channel, my videos, this all facts. Facts are truth. What you supposed to stand on, Lee? Yeah, but Lee would see what Lee and Mo Mass, what y'all fail to understand. Bots and computers can't post profile pics, but they could come interact and engage. Are you a bot? Are you a computer? Prove that you're not a bot or a computer. That's why we say put a profile pic, because you might be a robot. You might be a computer. And the profile pickless channels are usually trolls. I'm not here to define something that's common sense, Lee. Yeah, I'm not here to intelligent dummies. Useful idiots sound like to me. But you trolling, Lee. Explain that. I understand if, you hiding because just in case you wrong, you don't want people to look at you as being wrong. It's all right. Yeah, you must be somebody from outside of America. We started this internet trend shit. So if you don't know what trolling is, You asking common sense questions. You trying to debate with me about facts and truths. Facts are statements that can be backed up by truths, in my opinion. But anybody can go on here and look it up themselves. I'm not finna debate with the chat. Now, when we do a StreamYard and you have the heart to pull up and debate and come show your face, then we can do that. But until then, you gotta have to hold that thought. I'm not here to debate with somebody in the chat. You gotta wait for StreamYard to do that, Lee. Yeah, wait for StreamYard to do that. I'm not gonna debate with you in the chat, and you in the chat with no profile pic. Why? Sound like a waste of time to me. Well, if anybody got any discrepancies, they can go look it up themselves. You see, ain't nobody else saying nothing but Mo Mass. That must. You coming in here trying to state what you believe is facts. I ain't doing you wrong, you doing yourself wrong. I ain't doing you wrong. No, going back and forth with you, Lee, is a waste of time. What you're saying, people can go look it up themselves. I'm not here to debate with a comment section. That's what they're StreamYard for. Or you can email me and I can invite you to a live where you can show your face. Are you not understanding what I'm saying, Lee? Is that too hard for you to understand? Same for you, Mo Mass. Well, Mo Mass said he'll pull up. He don't mind showing his face. What about you, Lee? Yeah, debating with a faceless person, a waste of time for me. I'm not finna give you my energy. Nah. Yeah, you ain't living if you ain't learning. Come on now, Lee. What are you talking about, Mo Mass? Explaining. There's no need to explain what should be already understood. What's the use of explaining something so simple to somebody that's common sense? This is something you learn in middle school, elementary school, high school. So if you don't know this as an adult, something wrong. You lag behind. He gonna bring up Dr. Cornel West? Oh, yeah, right. I don't want to hear nothing about no Dr. Cornel West who is in love with the rainbow community, who wants to transition your kids. Yeah, I know who Dr. Cornel West is, a coon. Yeah, he want to turn your little boy into a little girl or your little girl into a little boy. He okay with you being rainbow, which is against everything God loves. Dr. Cornel West is a waste of space and a waste of air in my eyes. All because he want to transition kids. How you feel about that, Lee? Oh yeah, I will keep learning, Lee. Yeah, most definitely. You just keep watching, Lee. You keep watching, stay tuned. I guarantee you'll learn something too. Learn how to be a doer instead of just a talker. A dreamer. Let me ask you something, Lee. What type of creative productivity do you got going on? Maybe we should have started there. Ooh, they got something with some ice. Yeah, I want one with some ice. Who's the Cutty? Oh, I'm provocative. Well, Lee, it's a beautiful thing about having your own, you know, your own channel. I didn't come to your channel. You came to my channel. Just because we disagree. If you don't like it, you can always keep strolling. Totally your decision. The beautiful thing about this social media, you can stay here and waste your energy, or you keep strolling, go to the next chat. You got many people that's live right now. That's why God blessed you with free will, Lee. Beautiful thing about life, you got free will. Oh, you must be part of the rainbow community, huh? Yeah, you my op. If you feel like what I said about Cornel West is provocative, yeah, you opposition to me. And you know what's crazy? I used to be with Dr. Cornel West until he said that crazy shit that he will transition the kids because he was thinking about running for president against Donald Trump. But when he said that shit about transitioning the kids, yeah, he lost me. I had to go against him then. Yep. That's one thing I do agree with Trump on. Putting the rainbow community back in the closet. Put them back in the closet. Yeah, they don't need to be out here with everybody else trying to rub that nasty shit on the kids. That's like a sickness. It's a sickness that spreads. Just look at all the rappers. All the rappers, they even trying to make social media stars gay. Look at Rakai. Kai Sinat, little brother. See, when he get older, he gonna be the one harassing men. Yep. It's such a shame to see the youth confused about their sexuality. It's so sad. Ain't it sad, y'all? Are y'all kids, or do y'all know any kids that's close to you that's going through that? It's sad, ain't it? That's why I'm glad my daughter got a good head on her shoulders. We had to talk about this, I want to say a year ago. And she's like, yeah, Dad, it's sad all the boys want to be girls. I say, well, at least I ain't got to worry about, you know, too many. Well, she in college now. So I'm pretty sure at her college, a lot of the boys want to be girls. You know, that's a detriment to the population. God didn't put us here for man to be on man and woman to be on woman. God put us here to populate the earth. Yep. LSD, what up though, LSD? What it do, chat? Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all coming on in. You know, it's crazy how that is so acceptable in American culture. Oh man, feel good out here, bro. I don't miss that cold weather at all. No, I don't miss that cold weather at all. I think the coldest it'll get here is probably like 60 degrees. Maybe in the mid 50s, but I say 60 degrees. At nighttime, it'd be nice. Daytime, it'd be hot. Like, but today it's cool. You could say fall, wintertime. Because I think February and March is spring for Africa. Yeah, February and March is springtime. I could be mistaken, y'all. Oh yeah, hey, LSD, every day I come to you, don't it be sunny? Even during rain season, it was sunny, wasn't it? That's the beauty about Africa. This climate is made for black people. And any people that don't like the cold weather, yeah, Africa's the climate for you. Regardless if you black, white, it don't matter what race you are. Because I know some white people that don't like cold weather. But if you like nice bike riding, ATV riding, weather, shirt off weather, yeah. The only disadvantage of here, living so close to the desert, is extra dusty. So yeah, it's a dust problem. But it feels better outside with this breeze than it do inside. Shit, it's a lot going on around here, LSD. It's so much going on, you gotta be specific. Matter of fact, the newest thing going on is the focusing on the youth, the tech. Yeah, our president eBay, he just launched a tech revolution. Well, I'm in Burkina Faso, LSD. I don't know nothing about no protests. Yeah, ain't no protesting going on around here. If you talking about America, shit, I don't doubt it. All types of craziness going on in America right now. It get crazier and crazier by the day. So I don't doubt it if you talking about America. But Burkina Faso, progress, creative, productivity. Shit, if y'all don't tighten up in America and the rest of the world, shit, Burkina Faso gonna be done past a lot of people up. Like what's happening right now, the AES, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, passing a lot of African countries up in progress. Yep. Producing their own food, producing their own damn near everything. All the machinery they need to industrialize is being delivered. I see great progress in this country. A lot of progress. And you know what's most special about it? Creative productivity. Armstrong, if you're not used to the dust, yeah, it'll mess with you. Yeah, if this is what you're not used to. Oh yeah. See, a lot of people think that white supremacy in America is just in America. Nah, the same people that got their foot on your neck, the same companies that got their foot on the American people's neck, they're worldwide. Yeah, it ain't just, yeah, see, that's the thing about white supremacy. American white supremacy, it's a worldwide thing. Yeah, for hundreds of years. Yeah. See, only in America do they separate things, you know, to keep you confused, lost, throwed off. Yeah, American and the Western countries like Europe. Yep. But the same white supremacist rednecks of America, well, they been in Africa. Yep, not just Coca-Cola. I want you to Google. I want everybody on here to Google right now. Firestone, Bridgestone, Liberia. Where Americans get their tires and cars, car parts, mainly tires. You know, it's a shame that we don't learn about Liberia as a part of American history. Because Africa and Liberia played a major role in the history of America's development. Firestone, Bridgestone, tires. See, white supremacy got generational wealth through the rubber. See, they take the natural organic rubber from Africa and get it to America and put a whole bunch of cut on it and charge Americans high prices. Just one of the few scams that Americans are getting scammed. And I dare anybody to prove me wrong. Just like the iron ore that they stealing from Liberia too. to make your brakes and your rotors. Do you know it wouldn't be a car industry in America if it wasn't for Liberia? Oh, and Botswana too, by the way. Yep, Botswana. You know what made me disgusted is when I learned that back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, they had segregation at the Firestone Bridgestone plant out there in Liberia. How you have segregation in Africa? No blacks allowed. What? Oh, it's so much history here that Americans don't know. But it's at your fingertips. Yeah, it's at your fingertips. Yep. Nah, they don't produce it here. They take the rubber from the trees and ship it to America and produce the tires there and then sell the tires. Y'all getting hit in the head for tires, but shit, they really getting hit in the head for tires in Africa. See, but the only thing they need is the machinery. And China is blessing them with the machinery. That's why America and China got so much beef. Yeah, usually when, you know, you got immigrants that come to America through government programs, they gotta submit to the government for subsidies. And I'm pretty sure no Liberians came and started their own handicap organization in America. Nah. That was just something that the American government offered them. Look, you come here and do this. They're like, okay, we'll do that. Our child is handicapped, so that'll be something to do in America. See, no foreigners that are legally in America, they are there to do the government's bidding. And once the government get done with them, they send them back to their home country. That's why you got so many foreigners in America that's upset with FBA and all that, because they feel like they could be better slaves than the black American, in my opinion. Nah, no, it wouldn't LSD. It wouldn't be impossible because of racism. Racism is pretty much non-existent here. Only time you see racism is when you're dealing with the people from India and white supremacy. Racism is worse in America than it is out here. It's just you will see racism out here. You know, but for a lot of Africans that were running from, you know, Africa, they had to cut a deal with the government. Yeah, you got to cut that deal. Yeah, you can't, yeah, you don't just come to America. Nah, you got to cut a deal. Yeah, you got to cut a deal. What did Trump just tell y'all? He don't want no foreigners there unless they're going to be a benefit. Yeah. Yeah, if you ain't gonna be a benefit to America, if you ain't gonna be no slave. Duck D's, big salute, Duck D's. Appreciate that, Duck D's. Yeah, if you don't have relations to, yeah, if you don't got government relations, that's why, look, the biggest problem that Burkina Faso was having, it was the Burkina Faso and the diaspora that was against the revolution. Let me say that again. It wasn't the Burkina Faso in country. It was the Burkina Faso in the diaspora that wanted to do the bidding of their white supremacy masters to destroy the revolution here. With no avail. Yeah, with no avail. So it's usually that the diasporans that's more of a problem than the people that's in the country. Because the diasporans, they getting a little bit of money. But now the door is opening up for Africans to have, for countries in Africa to have relationships with other countries, not just the West. Yeah, that's because so many people were scamming the government. You know, the government feel like it's okay for them to scam you, but when you scam the government, and they'll shut the whole shit down. As you can see, what just happened in America. Too many people were scamming the government. Hey, LSD, economically wise, on the up, on the come up, signing billion-dollar deals with China and Russia, building infrastructure. I'm watching the transformation of a nation right in front of my eyes. Yeah, that's crazy. Because immigrants are the new slaves. Unruly slaves at that. Especially the ones in America. Boy, them immigrants over there talking shit, boy. And you know what's even crazy? They using the knowledge given to them by white supremacy. It's crazy. RC Styles, you don't look like you're allowed to use the N-word. Yeah, big salute, B-Dub. Oh, you like that, RC Styles? Nah, no need to apologize. You ain't say nothing wrong. And what you said was true. Yeah, I got roasted by B-Dub. But you see, RC Styles, you see he won't, he talk his junk from behind the screen. He won't come show his face. See, that's different between a real one and a fake one. Now, if you seen B-Dub in real life, I don't even need to say nothing. So, salute to B-Dub, though. Yeah, if you outside the AES alliance, yeah, you are a slave. It's only 3 free countries, well, including the AES: Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. I'll throw China in there. Well, no, I can't throw China and Russia in there. I'm gonna speak for the melanated people because I don't know. Yeah, let's speak for the melanated people. It's only 3 countries that's free for a melanated individual: Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. All those other countries, you're taking a chance. You're risking it. Oh, big salute, RC Styles. Yeah, big salute, B-Dub. Yeah, see, B-Dub, hey, he good at roasting because he done had to defend himself all his life. Yup. But yeah, big salute, B-Dub. I fucks with B-Dub, man. He was like an intelligent brother. See, his expertise will be good for business in Africa, especially where I'm at. He just got to be willing to build. But I think B-Dub is in the engineering and all that. But if B-Dub wanted to start his own business, where we at right now, B-Dub will be his substance in his brain will fit right into the AES. When I mean free, Duck D's, let me give you a parable and example, Duck D's. If Kanye West was base camped in the AES, he wouldn't have to worry about the wicked white supremacy of the entertainment industry. If Kanye West would have put his money in a safe place, he wouldn't have to worry about white supremacy taking his money, Duck D's. That's what I mean by slave. See, the richest black man in America, Kanye West, still a slave. You don't have to bow down to the wickedness of white supremacy. Duck D's, did that make sense? So a lot of people haven't realized they slaves yet. But that's anywhere. You don't work, you don't eat. Well, no, here, that's not necessarily true. It's food running around everywhere, Duck D's. You got chickens running around, you got goats running around, you got sheep running around, you got food growing. So that don't necessarily hold true here, Duck D's. If you in America, if you grew your own food, you could eat for free, Duck D's. But see, a lot of people so used to being slaves, they don't know how not to be slaves. Big salute, LSD, yeah. And it only gets informative by interacting and engaging with y'all. There is 19, but he would have to work still, not free. Can't just find a spot and build a home. Yeah, you can in Africa. That's one of the big problems with foreigners owning land. They buy them a pile of land, get gone for a year, come back, somebody building on it. Duck D's, you could build you should be able to build a spot anywhere in America. But the government won't allow that, will they? Gore-Tex, yeah, we sipping on some good old water. Yeah, we'll sip tea at the crib until people, yeah, until people get well. Well, the taxes are set up different out here, Duck D's. You pay a one-time tax out here. See, paying taxes out here is a lot different. It's a different structure than America. See, here is made for you to progress and be productive. There, it's made for you to remain stagnant. Big salute, one pack. What belong to somebody? Duck D's. Why you think so many Caucasian people have moved outside of America, Duck D's? You better start paying attention. You better stop watching so much gossip and pay attention to what the real money in America do, what they doing internationally. Let me give you a personal watch, Duck D's. This is somebody that I recommend. And it's just one person. Duck D's. If you want to know how to compete in this world, this is somebody I think you should watch. So you can learn something, Duck D's. So I don't necessarily got to, I can give you an example. Some of them belong to people and then some of them don't. Duck D's. But like I said, Duck D's, you can go get you some seeds. Grow your own food. But yeah, some of the free-range animals, they belong to people and then some of them don't. Yeah, grow your own food. Animal, but you could trade fruits and vegetables for a chicken, for a rooster. People give away chickens out here. Duck D's. See, Duck D's, it would take for you to come visit, because this side of the world, I'm pretty sure you don't know nothing about. So you need to come see what's going on. And then you'll get a better understanding. What's up, LSD? Holla at me. Nah, Duck D's, people are doing that in Africa. See, you don't know because you're not here. They don't want you to know nothing about Africa, Duck D's. They're going to try to keep, man, they want you as lost and in oblivion as possible. They don't want you to know. Some of them do and some of them don't, Duck D's. Everybody eats out here. Where I'm at, everybody eats. Yeah, matter of fact, the government giving away cows. That's something else that's going on. If you're interested in agriculture, the government will give you a package. You could have nothing right now, but you go to the government and be like, man, I want to breed cows. The government giving people something you can't even, you probably wouldn't even understand, Duck D's. Yeah. They don't want you to know about what's going on over here. You don't gotta have land. You ever heard of a pot? You ever heard of a pot? See, Duck D's, you're the reason you hold yourself back. See, Duck D's, somebody with your way of thinking, you can't blame nobody. You'll be the reason you can hold yourself back. I'm just going off what you saying, Duck D's. A bunch of excuses. What does my title say? Avoiding excuses. Duck D's, boy, you ain't doing nothing but making excuses. And anybody that gotta make a whole bunch of excuses is a slave. Yeah, you don't gotta have land to plant you some cucumbers in a pot. You can move that pot of cucumber. Look, you can take this cup and plant you some cucumbers in it, and you can move it wherever you go. See, it be people like Duck D's holding themselves back. See, yeah, my apologies, Duck D's, but yeah, I'm just going off what you saying. You're making a whole lot of excuses. I got big ambitions, but I'm lost in what could make me successful and path to take. What do you love to do, LSD? What is something that you enjoy doing? Hey, Duck D's. I see Duck D's. Duck D's, boy, you don't pay attention. Hey, Duck D's, make sure you paying attention. Duck D's, if you want to compete or keep up with me, hey, Duck D's, what's this? This is worth more than my jewelry, Duck D's. Hey, Duck D's, as you paying attention? Hey, Duck D's, is you paying attention? Hey, Duck D's, is you paying attention? Duck D's, you must forgot who you talking to. I whooped you. I got you beat. Oh, but these right here is where the money at. Oh, Duck D's. Can't duck these nuts, my boy. These nuts, Duck D's, is all upside your head, teabagging you, Duck D's. So, Duck D's, Duck D's, I think you got some catching up to do, my boy. See, you don't come here questioning me. I got motion. See, Duck D's, you need you some motion. Duck D's, I can plant whenever I get ready. That's the between me and you, Duck D's. See, Duck D's, this ain't one of them other channels that you be watching. See, I'm a doer, Duck D's. I'm not a dreamer. See, I get the dream or vision, and then I do. Now, I can show Duck D's better than I can tell them. See, Duck D's still making excuses. I'm not really sure. I messed up by not going to school. Well, that's the thing. You 18, you still young. Yeah, you still young, LSD. Yeah, you still young. In the music industry, one thing you gotta know about the music industry, LSD, to be successful in the music industry, you gotta sell your soul. You can't name no independent artist that's successful in the music industry. So, outside of music, think of something else. See, Duck D talking about weed seeds. See what I just showed you, LSD? Grow you some seeds. Grow you some, wherever you live at. What's the #1 vegetable that people consume? You can't go wrong with growing fruits and vegetables. This is common sense. Don't you eat every day, LSD? Don't everybody around you eat every day. Grow you 4 plants, a simple salad, and promote on social media or tell the people in your neighborhood. I guarantee you'll make you some money. And the more you go, you stack and you grow. Nobody in America makes millions of dollars overnight unless they sell their soul. See, us hustlers, the ones that come from drug dealing, you got to sell your pack, flip your pack, save your money. You got to go for at least 6 months straight before you can go buy that car with the big rims. LSD. So it's about stacking your money. It's not about spending and blowing money. See, this is the part of the American hustle that foreigners miss. See, y'all see America, y'all see mugs spending money, flashing. You gotta work for that money. You gotta stack until you get enough money to go buy your jewelry, to go buy your car, to go buy your house, to go buy your land. That don't just come overnight. Not unless you know somewhere where they got money in the safe and you can go steal it or take it. Or you sell your soul or your booty hole. That's what you call an overnight celebrity in America. So I know y'all sitting back watching American TV, thinking people just get these things overnight. All these rappers just get these things overnight. No, they have to work up to that chain. They have to work up to that car. They have to work up to that house. See, that's the problem. That's the part that you miss. Drug dealers gotta work. You may start off with 1 ounce. You gotta work. Flip your money till you can get 2 ounces, till you can get 3 ounces, till you can get 4 ounces, till you can get 5 ounces. Ghetto rise, you just stay in the ghetto. Me being in a whole different world should be enough. Me surviving in a whole different world, what you couldn't do, ghetto rise, should be enough. What do you got to show besides the ghetto rise? See, you won't understand because you ghetto rise. You a slave stuck in the slum hole of America. Ghetto rise. You ain't got no chains. No real chains. There you go, Duck D's. Grow you some jalapenos. Yeah, ghetto rise, stay in the ghetto. Ghetto rise can't even comprehend. That way say, we hear you, Cutty, but he don't feel me. He here, but he can't comprehend in his brain. That's what's wrong with ghetto rise people. They hear, but they can't comprehend. See, just look at the words that ghettoized type. That's why they stuck in the ghetto. Probably ain't never been nowhere. And ghettoized, you saying we? Who is we? It look like it's just you talking. Yeah, no elevation in you. Ghettoized, we don't see it. Where it's at? Because you stuck in the slum hole of America. Yeah, LSD, you see the disappointment. Ghettoized, don't got nothing to show, but stuck in the ghetto. Don't got nothing to show. So sad. So sad. But miserable. And only way, misery loves company. Ghettoized is an example for everybody. Don't be miserable, stuck in the ghetto. You know, misery is it's a real saying. Misery loves company. Because he can't comprehend what's going on. No comprehension. And got a picture of Rick James as his profile pic. That say it all right there. Smoking dope. A ghettoized dope fiend. Yeah, ghettoized. You can't comprehend what's going on here. Yeah, you can't comprehend. Yeah, you a ghettoized dope fiend. You wouldn't know elevation if it came and kicked you upside your head. Silverback. Vegetables are worth a lot more than roses. But whatever floats your boat. Because if you was a celebrity, ghettoized, you would have been pulled up already. And if you a celebrity, type it in the chat. You can't even, it's celebrities in America can't even help themselves. So what make you think you finna help somebody? Ghettoized? It's celebrities out there with millions of dollars that I'm doing better than. Ghettoized? I don't believe you ghettoized. If you was that rich, I don't think you'll be in somebody's chat. I think you somewhere in the ghetto miserable. You gotta prove it to me, ghettoized. I don't believe what people type in the chat. Ain't no way he made 90K and he in somebody's chat. You ain't in Burkina? Where you at? Pull up. Oh, you ain't got the heart. Yeah, my point exactly. See, people get in the chat and say anything. I ain't hard to find. I'm in the same spot every day. Live. Ain't none of y'all big money bandits put up on me yet. Goes to show how big your money is. So pull up. Yeah, ain't nobody worry about ghettoized. Until they pull up, they are nobody. They a miserable person that wants some company. Trying to find it here, but you lost here. Yeah, LSD. That motherfucker ain't got no bread. A 90K, somebody that made 90K, well, shit, living in America, shit, they done had to spend that money. That 90K ain't lasting long. As high as prices is in America. Nah, he ain't got the lion heart. He got the dope fiend heart. Yeah, Ghetto Rise got the dope fiend heart. Until Ghetto Rise pull up with a bag, he is just a dope fiend to me. A Ghetto Rise dope fiend. Yep. I'm still. Yep. I see you still following dope fiends, you Ghetto Rise dope fiend. He at the house. He in the trap. Yeah, he in the trap. LSD. Miserable. But what I do got to do with you, Ghetto Rise? I see you must be intrigued with watching me, huh? I know. Doing what you can't do when you got that big old bag over there, huh? But you can't compete with little old me. Ah, such a sad Ghetto Rise dope fiend. That because the wealth don't give them power. They thought them having wealth would give them power. Only thing that can give you power is God. Look at all the wealthy people going down right now in America. Nah, they ain't in, he in the trap. He is in the ghetto of America. Probably got a fancy car that he leasing, sitting in front of a Section 8 house. Talking about how you know I ain't rich. Ah, bitch, you ain't. Just cause you rich, what that mean? You ain't doing nothing with it. You got money and don't even know what to do with it. Miserable. A rusty AK. Look, he probably don't even got no AK. Because in America, AKs are not popular. Yeah, LSD. Yeah, America, we produce our own guns. The Draco not even popular no more. LSD. Shit, if YouTube goes down for a month, Ghetto Rise, I'm gonna be back in America eating up people like you. My G. So just think about that. I'm gonna be a lion on the prowl. Ghetto Rise. Just being 100. You like you'll be an easy meal. Yeah, that's how I survive. All people like Ghetto Rise. An easy meal. So what that mean? Oh, you think when they made your blue tips, that was the end of the blue tips? So what that mean? Cause you got blue tips in 5.56 rounds. What that mean? that mean? See, you got blue tips. I'm coming with buckshots and slugs. Yeah, I'm blowing holes and shit. Yep. Slug, buckshot. Slug, buckshot. So keep your blue tips. I hope you can aim. I hope you can keep your head on the swivel. Well, don't tell me, show me. Well, thank you for telling me. That means I got to shoot you first. I won't shoot to kill you. I just shoot you in the leg or your ass or something, and then I'll take what you got. Yeah. See, I'm something that you ain't never had to deal with. Yeah, I'm not like those guys that did your dope fiend homie, shot him up and ran. Nah, I ain't that tight. I'ma shoot your ass and then run your pockets. My G. And then go sell the pistol and go buy me a new one. My G. You think you dealing with one of them Rudy Poos. Yeah, I'm glad you think that. Yeah, I'm glad you think that. You just keep that way of thinking. You just let me know you easy prey. Because why would I come to Africa and rob people? Why would that don't make sense? Ghetto rise? When I can just come to America and rob people like you. And now, not a stick-up kid. It's called Jack Boy. Jack you for your shit, boy. You must be a lame nigga in the ghetto. Now, a thief takes sneakily. I'm a strong arm. Yeah, a thief, they creep. Yeah, I'm gonna go upside your head, be in your face. Ghetto rise. And you don't deserve it no way. You don't deserve what you got. You and your family don't deserve it. So why not take it from you? Huh? See, a thief will break in your house while you ain't there. I'm the type, I'm waiting till you come home. And then I'm coming up in there. Aw, man, get the hell away from me, ghetto-rized. Come back when you got something productive to talk about. You bringing down the vibration. Ghetto-rized motherfuckers, man. I hate a dumbass from the ghetto. Exactly, Duck D's. I'd rather live like that. Yeah, I'm just telling him what I could. He asked me a question, and I guess he couldn't handle the answer. I'm glad I'm away from ghetto-rized, iniquitous people. You see what I had to go through in America? Stupid motherfuckers like ghetto-rized. Oh, I'm so glad to be away from people like that. Oh, my God. Just their stupidity will make you smack them upside the head with your pistol. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not the sneaky robber. I'm the robber in your face. Why? What you got on it? LaRon? Why you worry about how much my rent is in Africa? Huh? Yeah, LSD. Hey, LSD, excuse my people. They ignorant, lack of knowledge. Excuse my people, LSD. Well, just like, hey, like LSD, just like OG LaRon. He an old head, right? How much is your rent in Africa? He don't realize Africa is 54 countries. But he talking about moving here. What country you coming to, OG LaRon? Because I consider moving there. What country? Well, it all depends on how much are you willing to spend on rent. It all depends on you. One thing I love about Africa, prices are negotiable. Oh, you gonna be living good. If you got $350 for rent, shit, you be living good a month. OG LaRon. If you would like to be consulted, OG, I charge for consulting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving no Burkina Faso information away for free. You're more than welcome to come find out on your own. But with that being said, chat, that's my time, chat. We finna go over to the business channel in a little bit and talk some business. I appreciate everybody that interacted and engaged with me, whether we agreed or disagreed, halfway debated, argued, whatever. I appreciate everybody that come through, interact and engage. Big salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in. Big salute to the chat, man. I hope everybody's day and the rest of the week is full of blessings and stress-free. I hope everybody continues to remain productive with their creativity, remain progressive, strive for greatness. And like I told y'all, avoid excuses. Be a dreamer and a doer. You dream first, and then you do. Bring your dreams to reality. It ain't hard. But at the end of the day, to make things more easier, gotta have some strong faith. Yeah, excuses build monuments of nothing and bridges to nowhere. That's why you got so many people with nothing making excuses. Yep. So big salute LSD, big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in, man. I love y'all, chat. And y'all stay tuned, chat. Y'all know we'll be back. My email, all my contact information is in the description below. Email me, holler at me. Matter of fact, that's what I gotta do now. Answer some emails. Yep. Gotta answer me some emails. So, yeah, hit my Instagram, TikTok. Everywhere you can contact me is in my description below. So holler at me, chat. Y'all know I'll holler back. Big salute, chat. Big salute and big blessings to all y'all too, man. Salute once again. My chat went hard. My chat was lit. But my folk from around the world, well, y'all stay all up in there. Big. Salute, chat. Love y'all, chat. Y'all stay tuned.